people look at you and think you are the calmest person in the room, they are completely blind. Your brain is actually running at a terrifying, exhausting speed. Clinical psychologists call this covert hyperarousal. If you do not decode this invisible engine, your own mind will burn you out before you reach 30. To escape this mental prison, let's deconstruct 3 hidden levels. First, look at the historical timeline of an analytical introvert. Let's call him Elias. Growing up, showing raw emotion in his environment was either punished or heavily exploited. His massive obstacle was protecting his inner peace from chaotic people. His tactic was a brilliant defense mechanism. He built a flawless, emotionless mask. He stopped reacting physically and started calculating internally. Your severe analysis paralysis right now stems from this exact survival tactic. You look perfectly still on the outside because you are simulating 1,000 catastrophic scenarios on the inside. You constantly trade physical action for exhausting mental preparation. Secondly, we must face the clinical reality of this silent exhaustion. In the book Thinking Fast and Slow, behavioral scientists prove that constant threat assessment rapidly drains your executive function. You suffer from severe covert hyperarousal. Today, the superficial crowd acts on primitive impulses. They scream, complain, and broadcast their mental breakdowns for cheap attention. You watch this weak, impulsive herd with quiet, cold disgust. You absolutely refuse to lose control like them. But this rigid control has a massive psychological price. Here is the undeniable truth. Your perfect calmness is not peace. It is a highly pressurized containment cell holding back a constant panic attack.
Maybe if
Third,
you
let's look at your daily physical reality. Imagine you were sitting in a normal, quiet workplace meeting. Someone makes a very slight passive-aggressive comment. The superficial crowd ignores it completely, but your brain instantly freezes. You physically nod and smile, looking completely relaxed, but mentally you're aggressively dissecting their exact tone, analyzing their micro-expressions, and mapping out 5 different defensive strategies. Does this sound familiar? You were completely drained by a conversation that barely even happened, while the rest of the room remains blissfully ignorant. Your high-functioning processor is constantly overheating in absolute silence. To stop this cognitive leakage, you must understand the neurological flaw. Your brain falsely associates physical stillness with vulnerability, so it overcompensates with intense mental hyperactivity to feel safe and prepared. You must artificially give this engine a physical exhaust valve. Use the tactile anchor protocol. When your mind starts sprinting into catastrophic overthinking, immediately engage a complex physical micro-action. Roll a textured coin across your knuckles. Tap your fingers in an asymmetrical mathematical pattern. Force your brain to process immediate physical data instead of imaginary future threats. This localized sensory input successfully short-circuits your hyperarousal loop. It forces your processor to return to the present moment, instantly dropping your heart rate. You now possess true, quiet control. That is why YouTube chose this exact video for you. Watch it.